Every single personal training program that we create is completely individualized. Each exercise is specifically tailored for you and your goals with our help 100% along the way.
Hello and welcome to the Core Podcast. We're your hosts, Aline Keller
And Shannon Polson.
I'm a precision nutrition certified coach.
And I'm a NASM certified personal trainer for over 13 years. We support women 30 years old and over to pursue health through realistic nutrition and fitness strategies. Our main passion is to help you find that smile when you look in the mirror, find freedom when you eat, and joy when moving your body.
Make sure to subscribe for your weekly dose of doable health tips, practical advice, and so much more. It's the health education you wish you'd had.
What if there was a way to save time, be more productive, and maintain separation of work and personal life? With different apps, virtual assistant programs, and the newest best routine hitting the market, exploring ways to be more available to yourself and others can be a reality. With all the tech gadgets at your fingertips, do any of these include and help you to get in a workout? We all know that there's plenty of apps out there. There's plenty of online trainers. You can even go to the grocery store and look at the magazine next to the checkout line, and you can find different exercise programs for yourself. But again, with all the gadgets at our fingertips, are any of these helping you to get in a workout? If so, how many days are you exercising, and what is the duration of your sessions? Are you getting in multiple mini exercise sessions a day, or is it helping you get one full exercise session in? Now, if you're not physically active, what are your obstacles? What are your challenges? For those of you that are struggling to begin an exercise routine, or maybe you currently have an exercise routine and you're feeling stuck, you don't know how to progress, you're looking for different exercise ideas, it might be time to look into hiring a personal trainer. Now, growing up in my younger years, I always wanted to be in real estate. I was fascinated by the architecture and the characteristics of older homes. I never even thought of fitness or personal training. I was able to do everything on my own. I was a self motivator, but that's not always the case for everyone. So I kind of want to nip some different myths in the butt. If you are kind of thinking, maybe should I hire a personal trainer? Maybe I could just go to a fitness class. Maybe again, I can just grab that app that's underneath my fingertips and do a workout for free. So, for personal training, for some, if not most people, may sound really scary, intimidating, or even expensive. So, I want you to fill up your cup and I want you to get cozy because first I'm going to break up the 4 common myths about personal training. And then I'm going to go over the 6 perks of having a personal trainer. So, myth number 1, we're too forceful. And I totally get this myth. I mean, you watch movies, you see an online program with this guy with big biceps and huge quads. He's probably yelling at his client, but we're not all forceful, especially if you don't want a forceful personal trainer. When you personal train, you can go shopping. You can have a trainer for one session and maybe that person doesn't resonate with you and you can continue shopping on. And a lot of personal trainers even have it where, hey, join me for one session. Let's see if we resonate together. Let's see if we're a good fit. So, personal training, whether it's in person or virtual, can seem scary or as if someone will push you to the max in an unsafe and uncomfortable way. I get it. A lot of females don't like doing push ups. Your personal trainer isn't going to be down on the floor at eye level screaming at you to do more push ups. That is if they are a credible and resourceful personal trainer. Now, some of those that maybe got an online training course over the weekend and now they think that they're super knowledgeable and they can do all of the things, they might be that kind of personal trainer. But the truth is, exercising with a trainer can be very comfortable and is always safe. Safety is actually our main priority. We take and treat each individual as they are. When you start working with a personal trainer, they should ask you a bunch of questions, like almost annoying. They're asking so many questions because they should be getting to know the ins and outs of you from the ground all the way up, from your muscle imbalances to challenges that you have with eating, down to your personal life, to your profession, to your current and past injuries, and the list goes on. So, again, every single personal training program that we create is completely individualized. Each exercise is specifically tailored for you and your goals with our help 100% along the way. And again, always keeping your safety in mind. All right, myth number 2, we're intimidating. And I get that. I'm even intimidated by other personal trainers. If I'm on social media and I'm scrolling through different fitness, I don't know, programs or profiles, I should say, I get intimidated. But this can come when you go to a big box gym, or again, when you're on the online presence. You see all the guys next to the oversized dumbbells with biceps the size of my wine bottle. But one perk of a personal trainer is it's just you and the trainer. We do not judge. We are just a totally judgment free zone. We are here for you and we're here to make you feel better one step at a time. There's no one there to judge you, no one there to compare yourself to. You are exercising in the comfort of either the space of the gym or, my favorite, the space of your own home with the guidance of a professional. Myth number 3, too expensive. And I get it. Some weeks I look at my expenses and I'm like, I wouldn't even be able to afford a personal trainer. But here's the deal. What is your favorite fun item you spend most of your money on? Is it a pumpkin spice latte? Is it a new shirt? Is it just lunch with the gals every Saturday afternoon? Regardless, regardless, each cost adds up over time. So take that one latte expense a week and set it aside for a valuable habit that will benefit you for life. It's not a temporary high. This is a benefit for your life. A gym membership, personal trainer, or fitness classes all have a cost, but it's not nearly the cost of a medical bill or therapy due to the lack of physical activity or the guidance to perform exercises properly. Myth number 4, confusion. Confusion may come to some because they're unsure of how long to hire a trainer. This is probably one of the most common questions that I get is, well, how long do I need to hire you for, Shannon? So some clients may need a trainer for 3 months as they're self-motivated and they just need some new ideas or looking on how to progress their current routine. Some clients may need to have a trainer long term, whether it's 1 year or even indefinitely. So I've had clients that have literally just spent a couple of sessions with me because we've gone over their form. They are comfortable and they're fairly sure that what they're doing is correct, including their form, their breathing, their exercise execution, but they just want someone there. They want to learn more cues, more strategies for their toolbox to make sure that what they're doing is actually correct. I've had some clients, my longest client I've ever had was 7 years. And I'm pretty sure we would have kept training, but I decided to move to Colorado. So you can, again, hire a trainer for one session. You can hire a trainer for 1 year, 10 years. It's completely up to you. And you can think of your long-term trainer as your financial advisor. It's a coach to keep you accountable, consistent, educated, and progressing safely towards each phase in your health journey. So whether you exercise at home or in a gym, the main focus is getting the activity your body needs in every day, every week. If you're struggling on how to begin exercising and keep the routine, or need more progression in your sessions or your current routine, a virtual or in-home training session may be a good option. So now, here are your 6 reasons as to why you should hire a personal trainer. Receive an individualized plan. Instead of just randomly choosing exercises at the gym or performing the same workout over and over, a personal trainer will use the assessment questions, kind of like what I was talking about before, the ins and outs, your profession, your current past injuries, your goals. They will use all of those assessments along with other goals that you may have to guide your exercise program to really find a plan that is tailored to fit your needs. I mean, I think that if there's any reason to hire a personal trainer, it's just how individualized that plan can actually be. I know Eleni and I have chatted before on some of these, we call them silly challenges, might you say, like the 21-day fix or like a total body boot camp. And like they're all really, really great, but it's not individualized. And if you haven't exercised in a long time or even ever, and you're trying to get into a 6-week body boot camp plan, it's probably not going to fit you well. And it's probably going to cause a lot of injuries, and will actually make you regress in the long run. All right. So the number 2 reason to hire a personal trainer is pretty easy, and it's to get in shape. So this might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many times trainers hear the same thing along the lines of, let me get into better shape first, then I'll come see you for some sessions. No, that's why we're here. If you are at square one, square 50, or you're an Olympic competitor, a personal trainer is always there for you. They're always there to progress you and again, individualize that program for you. There's no minimum fitness requirement to work with a personal trainer. The best time to start is right now. So let's start getting in shape today. Number 3, my favorite, 100%. Learn proper exercise movement patterns and execution. I cannot tell you how many times I've watched individuals come into the gym, or even maybe when I first get a client and I say, show me a body weight squat, and then they show me what they got. A lot of people just go through the movements. They're breathing, they're kind of there, their form is incorrect, they're gazing off somewhere else. They're just putting in the movement. But are they cueing themselves from the ground up? Are they targeting and engaging the proper muscles of that particular exercise? Are they breathing properly? Are they executing that entire exercise to receive max benefits? So, personal trainers can really, really assist with movement patterns and then that execution. We can also help improve your balance, your coordination, your core strength, which is going to help you move more efficiently in every day. You're going to have less lower back pain. Your posture is going to be better. Your overall movement quality and health are just going to skyrocket. You're going to benefit from the very first session. And additionally, personal trainers will always watch you and always make sure that what you're doing is correct. And we will let you know what you're doing correctly and what we need to work on. So you're not just out in midair, just kind of trying to figure this thing out. All right. Another reason to hire a personal trainer is if you're not seeing results on your own. And we've all been there. We've all hit that quote unquote plateau. Or I know when I was young in my late teens, when I was working out, I would do the same workout every single time I went to the gym. Now, granted, I didn't need to see results. I wasn't going for the results of my exercises. But a lot of people, you go into the gym, you do your 100 sit-ups, you spend an hour on the elliptical, you do the lat pull down machine, you're probably going back to the sit-up machine and you're just like, I'm maintaining, I'm not really seeing any results. This is when you need to hire a personal trainer. And even if you're not comfortable in a gym, that's when you need to hire a personal trainer to come into your home or virtually. But if you're not seeing the results you'd like to see, it's definitely time to reach out for professional help to point you in the right direction. Because if you're putting in that much time, effort, energy every day or throughout your week, and you're not seeing the results that you want realistically, then again, it's time to look out and seek professional help. Another thing too, when you're not seeing results on your own, is it kind of ties into accountability. So you're paying for a service and you're knowing that someone is expecting you at the gym or expecting you to be home or expecting you to join Zoom. So your accountability can also increase your chances of seeing results on your own because you're showing up. You're showing up to all of your workouts. All right, next is injury prevention. This is a huge one. It kind of goes back to what I chatted about before when someone does like that 21-day challenge or that 6-week boot camp class. It's great. It's wonderful. They're wonderful options. But we just get really, really nervous as trainers about injury. You know, if you have any kind of muscle dysfunction, muscle imbalances, a past injury, a current injury, and now you're going into the 6-week boot camp class, it kind of makes my hair stand up. So hire a personal trainer to focus on safety. And maybe that's all you do is, hey, am I doing my squats safely? Am I having the appropriate load on me? Am I safe? And again, we'll show you how to perform each exercise properly to maximize your execution and reduce your risk of injury. Okay, so we went over the myths of a trainer, which is we're too forceful, we're intimidating, we're too expensive, and it's confusing why you should hire a personal trainer. So we nipped those 4 myths in the butt. Now we know that we should hire a personal trainer because we want to get in shape. You'll receive a individualized plan. You'll learn proper exercise movement patterns and execution. If you're not seeing results on your own, an injury profession. Oops, not profession. Well, yeah, profession, but injury prevention. We'll go with that. So when you're deciding to hire a personal trainer, do keep these thoughts in mind. Hire an experienced personal trainers. As trainers gain more experience and knowledge through additional certifications and credentials, their rates will naturally increase to match what they have to offer. That's not bad. You want to hire an experienced, a credible personal trainer. Going back to what I wanted to do when I was young is be in real estate. I can go and get my real estate license in a weekend. And honestly, personal trainers can do the same thing. You can go take a weekend class and bam, you're a certified personal trainer. Great. But what is the resource behind that individual? Are they credible or did they just go get a weekend certification because they really love working out and they want to tell you what to do? Location. Trainers in bigger cities will tend to have higher rates, whereas less populated rural areas may be less expensive. So just focusing on where you live. And then again, do you want that trainer to be meeting you in the gym? Do you want that trainer to be coming into your home or to meet you virtually? The type of facility is also another thing too. We have a lot of studios around, which is adorable. I love them. It's such a fun atmosphere. But private studios tend to charge more, whereas larger big box chains may have a slightly lower rate to accommodate more people. Another thing to keep in mind too is if you are focused in on, your financials or your accountability, you can decide, do you want to train solo or do you want to train with a partner or a small group? So solo sessions will always cost more because of the one-on-one attention you will receive with your personal trainer. But if you're wanting to cut costs and you don't mind sharing your time with one or two other people, then semi-private or small group training might be a good way to work with a trainer at a lower rate. When I managed the wellness center in West Central Minnesota, I had, I think, 3 different small groups that I trained throughout the week, all women 50 and older. I think one group was 2 people, and then the other groups was a mixture of 3 and 4 people. And it was fun because they were somewhat on the same level, or at least I kind of got them to the same level. So everything just worked really casually and flowed really nice, but they still had their own individualized program. Okay. Because Sally was different from Cindy, and Cindy was different from Jan, and that's okay. Session length. The length of a training session, of course, is going to determine how much you're going to spend. And then it also depends on your goals. So if you have a goal of just, hey, can you take a peek at my form? Then maybe 30 minutes is all you need. But if you're thinking, man, I'm starting from the ground up, you might want to consider either multiple 30-minute to 45-minute sessions, or even a few 60-minute sessions. But the longer the session, the higher the price. It's kind of like a massage. So you have to think of a personal trainer like this. When you're hungry for a particular food, you normally head to a restaurant that'll accommodate your cravings. If you're in need of a certain article of clothing, you head to the appropriate department in the store. The same should be for your workouts, your specific goals, your accommodations, current past injuries. You all need to focus all of this in under one category, and you need to find a trainer that can focus on proper exercises for these departments that create you to make sure that you're targeting your specific goals. Now, I've been a personal trainer and group fitness instructor of 14 years, and I've observed many clients or class participants, again, just go through the movements of an exercise without thinking. So my main mission for you as a trainer, whether you would hire me or someone else, is, again, we just need to find and create and implement realistic strategies for that work for you and your goals, to focus on proper exercise execution so you can receive the max benefits during each exercise and each workout performed. And then we just really want to focus on creating a high functioning body with less pain. So if you're just going through the movements of a workout just to check it off your list, and again, you're not focusing in on proper exercise execution, and then just really, seeing behind the scenes of how much more high functioning your body can feel, how much more efficient you can move throughout your day, it might be time to just start looking into hiring a personal trainer. And again, don't worry about what's worked for Nancy in human resources, or Jan down the road, or your best friend's cousin, Linda. Focus on you. What do you need? This is your journey. This is your exercise journey. This is your health journey. And the main goal for all trainers, again, is to focus on you. So make sure that you do your research and find credible resources and trainers, and know that it's always okay to ask for help. Even if you are a part of the gym or there's a trainer out there that you know of, ask for help. That's why we were here. Give a trainer a try and see if it's a good fit. And like I mentioned before, you can hire a trainer for 1 session, 1 year, 10 years. I am currently taking on new clients right now. So if this is a conversation that you want to have, that you want to dig, a little bit deeper in, there's no signing, there's no obligation, there's no, hey, we need to start working out now. We can just chat. So if you're interested in just scheduling a 45-minute, what I like to call an explore call, this is just where you and I explore different options, different plans that could work for you. And it also gives me an opportunity to provide other free resources that can fit you. Again, there's no obligations, there's no pressure to sign anything. This explore call will literally just be us 2 gals chatting about your health journey. This is a $17 value, and it's free to you if you mention the Core Podcast personal trainer episode. Again, I would love to chat. Thank you again for listening.
You know what I love about this is that you're taking away some of the some of the myths and some of the fear. But I keep thinking about, and now people might relate a little bit more to this because more people are going into therapy. But when you start working with a therapist, they will never tell you, okay, we need X number of sessions to figure out what it is that you're going through or to resolve what you want to resolve. It's always open-ended. And the same thing happens with your personal training. The same thing happens with my nutrition coaching. We go into it open-ended. We don't give people an end date because it goes both ways, right? It's together we kind of figure out how long this thing is going to take, how much support you need. So, people can go into it. I think that people are sometimes scared of hiring a personal trainer and being like, oh, but if I stop, then they're going to think I don't like them, or, they're going to think that I don't like the results or whatever it is. I think that the fear of the disconnect at the end is very real for people. I know that it was for me when I had personal trainers. Like, before I started, I was like, oh my goodness, but what about when I want to stop? What are they going to think of me, right? And I became friends with my trainer, and in the end, it was exactly what you're saying. Like, there isn't a time frame, and you can need someone for a very specific time and just to work on something very specific, or you can need someone for a longer period. I've known people who've had the same personal trainer for almost 20 years now, and they love it. They enjoy it. They know each other well. They don't want to figure out their own training or look for something. Like they have it. It's there. It's super comfortable for them. And there are people who just want something very specific. So I like that you covered all of those bases. And for everybody still listening, thanks for hanging into all of our episodes. You guys are great. We do have some people who tune in every week, and we appreciate you guys very much. Next week, we're talking about something super cool as well. It's the stages of change in weight loss. So we're going to be talking about, what do you go through in order to lose weight, and how do you progress? And we all go through different stages to reach a goal, and we're going to chat a little bit about that.